Hey guys, welcome back to the podcast. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we may not be the biggest podcast in the world, but we are the most podcast in the world. A lot of people come here and they're like, wow, I can't wait to hear more about those guys who love TTRPGs. And then we talk about something else instead. And they're like, damn it, I don't know anything about that. So anyways, I was reading some of the comments of us being like, do you guys because we've just been asking you guys questions, being like, do you guys understand the inside jokes? Do you know what's going on? And I was reading some of them. Most of you guys are like, I don't care. I'm having a good time. And I'm like, great. Thanks. Appreciate y'all. I'm glad we're all bonded together. I feel, you know how you guys are like, man, you guys have been a part of my life for so long. Do you know what's crazy? Is you guys have been a part of our life for so long. So I don't listen to you, you know, when I'm driving down the highway on my way to work, which is maybe what some of you guys are doing, or painting minis, or grinding in
Grinding?
World of Warcraft.
That's good.
Marvel Rivals.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You know,
Yeah, the poll.
But we read your guys' comments because I don't know, because we care. Or
you
whatever.
just brought something to my brain. That's
Yeah.
kind of crazy.
What?
Next year, I'll have known you longer than I didn't know you.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Not me though.
No. Because you're fucking old or some shit.
In like 4 years.
Yeah, in like 4 years you'll...
Because I'm 2 years older than you.
I don't know, are you? How old are you?
Yeah.
27?
Two. There's a small point in time where we're one number away.
Yeah.
But then for the most of the year, it's two numbers.
Yeah, you're 22 months older than me.
I thought you were going to call me 22. I'm like, no.
No.
Like you would just, I was like, dang, the pregnancy brain. You think I'm 22?
No, I don't think you're 22.
That's crazy.
I know exactly.
It's really good that pregnancy brain doesn't make you, it's just like, oh, my brain's a little slow and I'm a little forgetful. Because it would be better than like pregnancy delusion. You're like, my husband's 22.
That happens too. I'm sorry.
Delusion?
Yeah.
What was the last delusional thing that happened to you?
I don't know. That's the thing. I forget.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dang, that's crazy.
Yeah. I'm at the point where I have weekly appointments where they come in, they look at me and go, yep. And then I leave. That's exactly what happened today.
Yep. That's still a baby.
That's still a baby.
And you are still a pregnant.
Yeah. I was seeing like a midwife and she has a student and he came in today and he did basically everything she does.
I like that he's a midwife. Sorry,
Yeah.
I just want to say,
He's
I like that
midwife.
he becomes a boy wife. I love that.
And like he did the baby's heartbeat and all that stuff. And then he was like, okay. And do you have any questions for, I'm not going to say her name. And then, she
Just fully say
yeah,
your
just,
doctor's
yeah.
name.
And then she came in probably 10 minutes later and was like, do you have any questions? And I was like, no. And she's like, okay, have a nice day then. And I was like,
get out of here.
he just did your whole job.
Yeah.
That must be nice. But where were you when he was doing that? I'm so interested.
I love when somebody else does your job and the relief you feel.
Yeah.
When Pepper started editing the podcast, I was like, oh.
Editing's a really strong word.
Oh man, when Skyler started editing my videos recently, I never wanted an editor. I assumed, well, at the time, I've probably talked about this before on the podcast, but I was like, I don't want an editor because I feel like a lot of what I do in my humor comes from my editing.
Yeah.
And I think I'm just like, I just do something really special with it.
Skyler
basically.
is you in a different font.
It's insane because I didn't have to. Can you not call me on the podcast, please? Thank you. I'm gonna put my phone on Do Not Disturb really fast. Do not contact me.
Is it the Dems?
I don't know. The Dems are always fucking texting me,
50
man.
50 text messages a day.
I tell them all to stop.
Sign this.
And I have like, okay, you've unsubscribed. Okay, you've unsubscribed from Democrats Weekly. You've unsubscribed from liberals against Trump. You've unsubscribed against
someone sold your phone number.
Libs for the elders. You've now unsubscribed from Dems for. I'm starting to. I think I should vote for Trump. I think I should be Republican.
No.
I'm starting to hate it.
No,
That's
it's
a
just
joke.
funny
That's a joke.
because it's like Elon would hate if you signed.
I get texts like that all. You're gonna get me off topic, dude. What am I talking
We're
about
already
right
off
now?
topic.
No. What was I
Yeah.
just about talking? Skyler. I'm gonna come back to that.
Oh.
Let's see. We have 6 more hours to block Elon Musk's social security cuts. If we fail, he'll ruin everything. You've been unsubscribed from text from Mark Kelly for Senate and will no longer receive messages.
Why are you getting Mark Kelly?
Yeah,
Shit.
Mark Kelly. This one says,
You don't even live there.
King Trump? Sonia Sotomayor is fed up. She just fired back at Trump with a scorching statement. Stop MAGA judges. Hey, Mark Kelly here. It's this long.
So casual. What a little bitch. Mark, I don't know you.
Jacob.
They know your name.
Yes, Jacob. It is with a heavy heart that we text you today. It has been 15 years since Citizens United began its reign of terror on our democracy. It's this long. Every day I get 3 a day. I tell them all to stop. They don't stop. Or they do, but then it's now a new name.
Wow.
And it's like, wow, that's crazy.
Bastards.
Anyways, so that's a thing. Ever since the election, I'm like, I kind of think it's if I can put my conspiracy hat on for a second, it's the GOP doing it, and they're doing it to annoy all the libs, and it's like, don't you hate getting all these spam texts?
Yeah.
And it's like, fuck, maybe I will be on the other side. Sorry, that was a burp, and it was much smaller than I thought it was going to be, and so instead it was just me going.
I know a lot of that shit's also spams.
Yeah.
Because they know they can like funnel money. So
They mostly want me to sign things.
Yeah, but if you click the link, you go to the
Well, I never click on a link that I get a text to.
yeah,
you
but if
shouldn't.
you go to it and you sign it, it's like, you could also give us $5 to help our cause.
Yeah,
or some other shit where it's like a phishing scam and they're trying to get
Yeah.
you to verify your citizenship or something.
exactly.
Yeah.
Who fucking knows?
I never. Don't ever click on a link you get in a text message, even if it's from your mom. Just don't do it.
Yeah, especially if it's from your mom.
Yeah.
Really.
Your
Though.
fucking mom's gonna fall right face first into a pyramid scheme or a phishing
Exactly.
scheme first.
Don't do it. But but I was very much like, I don't want to have an editor because I really like the way that I edit.
Yeah.
I enjoy editing. It is a really long, arduous process. It's the hardest part of making any video. But it is something that I really do enjoy doing. And when Zach, who is Zach, what are you, dude? Are you my agent? He's kind of like my agent.
Yeah.
For Mana.
Yes.
Your agent.
Because they're a talent agency, technically.
Then
Then
yes,
yeah, he's your
he's your
agent.
agent.
Holy fuck. That feels weird to say, though.
That you have
My
an
agent?
Well, maybe
just a
start saying
guy.
it somewhere. Yeah,
He's
just
just
start
a
saying it,
dude.
and maybe it'll feel right
Yeah.
at some
Alright.
point.
My agent, Zach. I'm just,
Yeah.
Oh, it went to his head.
No.
Oh yeah, immediately. Christ, dude.
Immediately 100 ego. The Zach was like, well, we have this other guy that works for us, and he's another YouTuber, and you should talk to him. I was like,
Yeah.
okay. And so I met with Skyler, and who's the ADHDM on YouTube. He has some pretty good videos. I'm in one of them. He made a video about me about ADHD. He was like, why do so many fucking people have ADHD? Sorry.
That is. Clip that.
Yeah.
Have that be the poster for ADHD
Yeah.
medicine or something.
Yeah.
Immediately cuts. It's an ad for Done.
Yeah.
Better help or whatever.
yeah,
Just figure it out.
yeah.
Just figure it out.
Oh God. Come on.
ZocDoc this time. It's okay.
Oh, we had a meeting.
We'll figure it out.
We had a meeting, and we were talking, and I was like, hey, I really want to do this because I really want to have more time to make primarily Dungeon Delve, because this is like, I love doing this right now, and I want to have more time to do it, and I don't have time to make all the other videos that I make, and I want to continue making them, but and he was like, all right, and I was like, I'm like really specific about my type of humor, like blah blah, blah, and we talked about it, and then over the course of a few months, we have weirdly become like best friends, and he knows so much about me, and we both have the same vocal stems, not because we started them, but because we both happen to know the exact same niches of the internet.
Yeah.
And it turns out we're both kind of the same person, except he's a
Wow.
little older and way funnier than I am. So, yeah. Also, super smart. Also knows way more about tech. He works in IT. So he's like, he's so great. This is my ad for Skyler. He does freelance editing if you ever want to hire him. But like he's so good at being like, oh, we have a problem. Not only will I fix this problem, I will come up with a more efficient way so we never come into this problem ever again. And It was like watching like a kaiju and a fucking, what are those things called in Pacific Rim? You know, the Jaegers. They're really called that. They fight. It was like watching a giant mech battle and one was Skyler and the other was Adobe Premiere Pro, because he was calling it radioactive because of how just dog shit it's just like built and how much we had to fight it.
Yeah.
So I'm probably gonna switch to DaVinci because it's easier.
Yeah.
But anyways, that's Skyler's great, really good editor. He's really good. He takes a lot of notes really well and which I do. I'm very, very nitpicky. He'll send me the video back, and I'm like, here's 50 things I want changed. And then he does all of them perfectly, and I'm like, you're the best. Anyways, so what's going on? What are we doing? What's going on? It's the thumbnail. It's the video.
I just wanted to do a little update on the TikTok shop.
Oh, yeah.
We've received quite a few things.
Yeah.
Good.
It has also become a problem, though, because we'll receive a package, and we don't know if it's
know.
from the TikTok shop, which we want to open on
Together.
the video.
Yeah.
There's a package right there, and I don't know if it's from the TikTok shop.
It just says
It just says
fragile all over it.
all
I don't know
over
if we bought anything that was fragile.
But I don't think we did.
What
right?
about like the glasses?
Those weren't glasses.
Even then, they were $2.
What if it was?
And they were this big.
Those are not made of actual glass.
There's no way
no,
we
they're
bought
plastic.
something that's that fragile. Wait, maybe I did.
That's what I'm saying.
Ah, shit.
Just
Is it
open
that
it.
fucking miniature? Is it going to be that big?
What miniature?
The one that Jack wanted.
Lord of Blades?
The Lord of Blades is a pretty big miniature.
And I would package a miniature as fragile.
Is it heavy?
I don't think so. Maybe.
Okay. Well,
No, that's something
it too
else. I
heavy?
don't know what that is, but that's
Is it
heavy.
the pickles that I wouldn't let us get?
I feel like it's TikTok shop. We're also curious what's in it.
Did you guys look up the sender?
Yeah.
I guess we could just we could run the number on it and find out what it is.
What does it say on it?
It's from Crab Lane.
Crab Lane?
All right.
I don't know where this is from.
I don't know.
You could probably look it up, right?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
on it.
Well, anyways, so much of that has come back in. So it's very likely that in like the next 2 weeks we'll be able to just do that follow-up video and have all of the stuff that we bought. So hope you guys like that episode. It's going up for us tomorrow.
Yeah.
But you guys have already watched it. Hopefully.
Probably.
It was a
If
good
not,
one.
Go watch it.
Yeah. Anyway, Spencer, what are we doing today?
So I've pulled up let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Pathfinder spells of various level and
Ooh.
what do you call their types? Because they're not class types. They're
What do you mean?
like they have arcane, divine, elemental, occult, primal. What do you call that?
Like schools?
Is it schools?
In D&D, it's schools.
Well, what is it in Pathfinder?
Types?
Types?
I don't know.
Different types.
Yeah.
And I was just gonna have you guys try to guess what they do.
Dude, I'm so excited about this.
Yeah.
I love Pathfinder spells so much. We've been talking about how crazy they are.
They are.
And we're gonna try to guess what they do, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I'm just gonna give you the name of the spell.
hell yeah.
And then they're traditions. Tradition.
That's
is
what they're
it's
called.
Arcane.
Traditions.
Occult, primal.
That's cool. That's a cool name.
Yeah.
See, I love Pathfinder.
Yeah.
I really do. I'm excited about doing more of it on the channel. We're gonna maybe experiment with. I'm gonna experiment. I'm gonna try to do the ye old. Did you find out what it was?
It has only gotten more complicated.
Oh no!
It's just, I don't know. The
don't
place
know?
that sent it may have been a subsidiary of a subsidiary that does one particular thing.
Wow.
I don't know what's in this box, but I can't imagine it's anything we bought because it's actually heavier than I thought it was.
Okay.
So it's
Do we risk opening it on the podcast and then you have to edit it out if
Yeah,
it's something
no,
that
let
can't
me-
be in there?
Let me see.
well, I mean,
I'll just go to your Google account and see if
You're not gonna be able to find it, dude.
just people fast and go. Oh no, leave it there.
It's definitely not the 3 books of Vinland Saga that I ordered.
no, those are
That wouldn't be fragile.
No,
And-
but
I don't-
no. But honestly, that kind of that's what that feels like a little bit.
But anyways, I while you're doing that, I have some Pathfinder. This is kind of a little bit of a Pathfinder episode, but I really want to maybe try the format again after baby break. I'm gonna I'm gonna experiment and see how good a how to play video does again. Maybe doing a Pathfinder one instead, and we'll see what happens. See how it goes, because my goal right now. I tweeted about this today on Blue Sky. I said that my goal right now is you took my phone. My goal right now is to get more people into Pathfinder 2e. Not only because I love it, but also so that we can dilute all of the weirdos who want to correct all the rules. That's it. That's it. Currently, I'm beefing with the Pathfinder community. My biggest criticism of Pathfinder 2e is that, unfortunately, the community is, in my opinion, a little bit toxic. Pathfinder, an average Pathfinder 2e player on the internet right now thinks that the person who's a person who has played Pathfinder for the first time is playing it wrong if they don't play it 100% by the rules, and that's ridiculous. And we gotta fix that. We gotta do something about that. That's it. That's my campaign. Make Pathfinder great again. Maybe I shouldn't call it that.
I don't know. That's probably something else you could pick.
Yeah. I love Tesla.
You're digging a bigger hole, guy.
Sorry. Sorry. I forget that there's people who don't watch this that come here, and I'm like, I can joke about being weirdly Republican because obviously I'm not. But then there might be somebody who's just like, yeah, and I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah.
No, wait, that's actually funny because then they'll keep watching and they'll go, oh,
I see. Like you stopped about five minutes.
Yeah, like wait, it was a joke the whole time.
Sorry, I'm just standing up to make.
So
I just want to let you know that you're almost about to tip your mic over.
Oh my god!
Did it stop?
No,
okay.
Damn ritual.
We have little rituals we do here on the podcast, like making sure the audio didn't stop. This is taking up a lot of time.
I don't know what that
Just open the box.
Okay.
I found out that there is something else that delivered in the mailbox that you're going to be excited about.
Do you want to open it?
I can open it, yeah.
Just
do you guys want to open it?
Well,
just peep it.
I feel like it has to be TikTok Shop then.
I don't know.
What if it's that one that has like 10 things?
We're fucking opening
but they're
it.
all this big.
Oh, I guess. I think it's possible if they all came together. That would make sense why it came from subsidiary over subsidiary.
I will open it, and I will.
Where's your thing at?
Yeah.
I don't have my keys.
I think it's out there on
Where's
the
your-
countertop.
where's your-
We'll talk about
by the sink.
Where's your nail of Gable on or
I
whatever?
want you to see it.
We're not going to look at it.
I
Wow.
want to look at it though.
No, with the weight.
Yeah, the issue is because we ordered off your account. It'll tell you when stuff delivers.
Yeah, I guess I could have done that too.
And we just
My shop is fucked up.
Yeah.
Mine is so fucked up. Shush. I don't know why I did that. I can just look in here. I've gotten a billion fucking.
It said it came from FedEx though. I don't know why I feel like it wouldn't ship through FedEx.
Looks like some stuff has arrived.
Yeah.
At our local airport.
At our local airport.
Oh my god, there is one that has like a billion things in it.
I feel like it might be that then.
Oh, I mean, wow, $68 of our 123 is in one package.
Mm-hmm.
It could be that thing.
The pickles. Is it TikTok Shop? No?
Oh.
It's a sponsor.
Oh.
Well, there you go. Now we know.
It's a potential sponsor for an upcoming video.
A potential.
Maybe I don't even know. We might do it on Arcane. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's a. I think I can talk about it. It's a Kickstarter that's coming out. And it's a prototype for their thing that they're doing. They make I can't remember what they're called, but they're maps that have magnetic hexagonal pieces, and they have and you can make maps out of them. Yeah, and they're pretty cool. So we might do like a partner thing with them.
Very cool.
So that's what it is. It's their stuff.
Cool.
Anyways,
the thing in the mailbox is also a map thing.
Yes.
Those rollout map things you ordered.
Yes. Awesome. I got new ones.
Fucking love that.
Yeah, because we've been using those a lot lately. Anyways, yeah, we're gonna try to guess some Pathfinder spells.
Okay.
So I'm excited about this.
Okay.
I'm really excited about this.
What exactly are we guessing here? What are the parameters?
So I think I'm going to give you the name of the spell.
Okay.
And I guess I could also give you the tradition and the level if you'd like.
Okay.
But
yeah. Let's do
your
those
whole thing
three.
is just to tell me what you think.
See how close we can get.
It does.
Yeah, that it does.
Okay, could I ask like a clarifying question, like how many paragraphs are within this spell?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. How
much?
long is
How
the
much?
spell?
Yeah.
Yeah, because what the hell's the other one? Like Gravedigger is like 4 paragraphs because it does a billion things
Yeah.
at once.
Pathfinder
Yeah,
has
yeah,
some
yeah.
crazy ones.
Well,
This
to
one's-
be fair, most Pathfinder spells are going to be fucking.
Yeah, this
thick.
one is not.
If I know
is
anything
not
about Pathfinder, it's about 4 or 5 paragraphs to get
Yeah.
a point across.
Okay, this spell is called Cup of Dust. It is a
Okay.
3rd level spell,
Third level.
and the traditions are Arcane, Occult, and Primal.
Okay,
Can you tell me how many actions it takes to cast it?
3.
Whoa.
What the fuck?
3 actions.
3 actions to
Yeah.
cast.
Any number of actions and paragraphs.
This one actually is
Pretty small.
3 sentences,
Oh.
but then it also has
Like clarifying.
the critical success, failure, critical failure.
So
Whoa.
yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Which
And
is
of
most of
which
their saving throws, right?
Each of those have a sentence that
So
says
cup of dust,
Cup of
right?
dust.
Cup of dust, 3rd level, 3 actions.
A lot of
This is
actions.
gonna be pretty good. This one's gonna be pretty good. That's your whole turn to cast this spell.
yes.
And it's also the only thing it isn't is divine, because there's the 4 traditions, right?
I think there's an additional one.
The 4 traditions
There's
are arcane, primal, occult, and divine,
and elemental.
and elemental. I didn't know there was a 5th. Maybe it's because I'm playing Magus and I can't use those.
That's what Arcane of Nexus
Huh.
says here.
Okay, so it's no divine or elemental, so we can cross those out. It's not going to do like something radiant nor like necrotic, but it is occult, occult, primal, and arcane.
Arcane.
That means it's going to be like in the same realm of like it's a wizard, a druid, and an occult and a witch can cast this. So it's a little more naturey, but it's called Cup of Dust. It's a little more. It's not fully nature though. It's you got a little bit of like that. You've got a little bit of that like sorcery involved in it, because a sorcerer could also cast this as well. So my guess from well, actually I want to hear yours, because I have one, and this is just because I've been playing a fucking Pathfinder spellcaster for like a year. So
I
what do you
feel
think?
like it's a mass sleep spell of some kind,
That's really cool.
because it's pretty easy to get that point across. That it probably has an area effect, and creatures within this area effect go to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
And it's probably severities for like if you crit fail, you don't wake up for like a week.
That's cool. That's cool. I really like that. That's really smart.
That's what I'm
My immediate thought is, and I don't know this spell.
I tried
Is
to pick ones that I'd never heard anyone mention. And,
okay. Okay.
yeah.
I'll let you know if I do know the spell.
Okay.
But I think this one is my gut was you create dust and you can scatter it on the ground, and it creates either like difficult terrain, and then you take like fucking psychic or whatever it's called. It's not called psychic. It's called mental damage when you walk through it.
That's interesting.
That's my thought. But it's like you can put it in a cup or you can put it in your hands. But it's only 2 sentences, so it's probably not that.
See, I also thought it could be in the reverse, where the spell puts the dust in the cup, like it siphons something to put it in there. But I don't know.
Oh, another idea is that it could be if you have liquid, you can turn it into dust.
Oh, crumble to durst.
Yeah, this spell's called crumble the durst.
I don't know if liquid crumbles.
Well, that's the magic part.
Oh, it makes
it do
crumble.
that.
Ew. Okay.
Yeah, well, that's what we did
What?
with fucking thick pilk. We were nearly there, turning goddamn thick pilk to dust.
We probably could have made bricks out of thick. That's probably true.
This house is built on thick pilk.
Thick pill.
Well, well,
The foundations of this building
it
are thick
rotted.
pilk.
When we
Gross.
when
Unsustainable.
we put a what is it called when you add on to a house? Like what is that called? There's a word for
I was
it,
just
right?
gonna call it an add-on.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
I don't know.
Yeah. No, we've talked about that before, like seeing about maybe an extension on this part of the house because
Yeah, because we have a big
we have a
thing
big
right
side
here.
yard.
We have
Yeah.
this side yard we don't use, and it's
Yeah.
like we could just make this whole thing bigger. That would be cool.
yeah, or we can put my she shed right there.
And
Like
then
an
5 years
extension.
down the line, we'll get a studio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'll move to LA.
What
Just
the last thing you said I think is the closest.
Oh. Turning liquid to durst.
So
Whoa.
you curse the target with a thirst no drink can quench. and then it says you can.
It's poetic.
Yeah.
This feels biblical to me. I don't know why. Just.
And then it says you can dismiss the spell, and the target must attempt a fortitude save. Do you want? How do you want the ranks of success? And
Go
failure?
criticals. I always read it. Success, failure, critical success, critical failure.
Okay, so success.
Yeah.
On a success, the creature is fatigued for 1 round.
Okay.
On a critical success, they're unaffected and immune for an hour.
Okay.
On a failure, the creature is immediately afflicted by thirst as if it hasn't had a drink in days, becomes fatigued, and takes 1d4 damage each hour that can't be healed until it quenches its thirst. No amount of drinking can quench the creature's thirst during the spell's duration, which is 1 day.
Wow.
And then, as critical failure says, as a failure, but the creature takes 2d4 damage each hour, twice as much as usual for thirst.
Wow.
Could you imagine? Casting that as a player is funny.
Yeah.
But the GM casting that on you?
Yeah.
Like,
Foul.
all right, cool. Fucking Azeraphis, you're just
thirsty now.
Yeah, you're just thirsty now. Lazarus, you're just thirsty for an entire day, and
water.
all day you're like, water.
And then you can heighten it, and on a failure, it increases by 1d4, and on a critical failure, it increases by 2d4.
And this is what I maybe had a little bit of like a thing that I said in the Dungeon Delve, but didn't want to spend too much time on it, that I really want to make a video about, is that Pathfinder is sillier than D&D.
Oh, for
and
sure.
And nobody realizes that, because most people look at it and go, oh, that's, like I said, that's the D&D with more rules. Oh, it's a little more complicated. No, we never in a D&D game have the rules told us the bad guy has to spend some of their turn singing. Otherwise, they're affected by the spell.
Yeah.
Sorry?
Yeah.
And the bard did that too? Fuck, man. It's so good.
In theory, if you cast this spell at 10th level and they critically failed, they would take, how much is 16 d4 damage every hour for a day.
Just die of sudden thirst?
Yeah. If they
wither
critically
away.
failed.
God, that's so funny.
That's rough.
That's so funny. I think that's just funny in the sense of like a TTRPG too, to say that you're doing that.
Yeah.
Like, could you imagine, like, being at the table and being like, oh, he's so thirsty and he's going to take 16 d4 damage? Oh, God, that's hilarious.
That's a critical amount of thirst.
Man, the writers go insane.
I should have realized that the name was more poetic than like descriptive.
I know.
That's very
I realized,
Pathfinder.
Yeah, I realized that too. I thought it was going to be like, and then the dust goes on the ground or something like that.
Yeah. Not a
cup of dust. Literally, what's a cup of dust? Sounds like I want some fucking water right now.
yeah. Have some. You got.
I'm not afflicted by cup of dust.
Under the effects.
Wow. I know I've said it multiple times now, but I keep thinking about it. I'm like, I think after Descent, I really want to run Pathfinder.
You should.
I do. I don't know if I want to do a homebrew campaign or if I want to do one of the adventure paths.
Yeah.
Kingmaker looks kind of cool. We'll see.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, if I know anything, it'll be probably a low column B anyway. It may not be as heavy as Descend, but I imagine it'll be
for sure.
Probably something similar for sure. Especially now that everyone's kind of like into it, and who knows? I don't know how time works exactly for the 2 campaigns we're running that we're talking about, but like that might be the 3rd game or the 2nd game of Pathfinder people have played.
Yeah.
And I imagine people will be ready to like really like get into the
really
whole future of it after they know.
Also, potentially Emma.
That's cool.
Yeah, I know. I'd be adding another to the sacred Icewind Dale group that we have right now. But she really liked Pathfinder, and I'm like, I really want to DM for you so badly.
I don't know, dude. I mean, you can always just tag out.
Yeah.
I don't mind sitting over here and I'm sitting over there. It's the same thing.
No. Well, why not both?
Because you two should play together.
Yeah.
Him and I would be a bunch of rats together.
I know, that's why.
Very ratty.
With cup of dust.
Yeah, that's not safe for anyone. Yeah.
Oh my God, it would be
16
so
d4 damage every hour until he dies.
like a villain, and he's just like, oh.
That's exactly what Emma sounds like. She never said that in her life, but that's exactly how I have that in a mile long in my head, and that's exactly how she sounds.
It was really funny too, because in the Dungeon Delve episode, like I feel like when I was looking through all the clips, the one besides maybe you, the one person who was like, I love Pathfinder was Emma. Emma really liked it.
Yeah.
And she just played fighter. And I was like, dude, hell yeah. And I talked to her again. She was like, I did actually really like Pathfinder. I was like, that's really interesting. Would not think that. I would think she's like, this is fucking confusing. I don't like this. There was the climbing bit, but she just thought it was kind of funny.
Yeah.
God forbid we have to climb a 50-foot cliff.
Yeah.
God, I love that part.
You ready for the next
Yes.
spell? This one is called Massacre. It's two actions.
Okay.
It's a 9th level spell. And
Oh.
the traditions are Arcane, Divine, and Primal.
Okay.
I love that.
Makes sense.
That's cool.
I'm
It's a paragraph.
Paragraph.
I'm
then-
getting blasphemous
Actions?
Two.
2 actions.
Yep. And
All
then
creatures take 10
Massacre.
damage.
the ranks of success are just a sentence. Sometimes they're really long. These ones are just a sentence.
It's real simple then. Real simple. Everybody dies. That's what this sounds like. So there's just a success or fail? Is there a save?
There's a save of Fortitude.
Okay. Okay.
Interesting.
But no critical success or critical
No,
failure.
there is.
So
There's
the regular
ranks
4.
of success, yes.
Okay, so then I immediately have something.
Okay, go ahead. Cook.
I think it's pretty simple. I think creatures in an area. I'm gonna say it's like a burst, and I think it's all creatures. You can't decide. All creatures. They make the fort save, and if they fail, they take negative damage, or is it called that now?
I think it's called Void now.
Void damage.
Yeah.
They take void damage, and then on critical failures, it's like profuse bleeding, like they bleed or something.
That's interesting. See, the save kind of threw me off.
Really?
I'm just gonna ignore that. I heard that.
Okay.
Because I think the idea I have is kind of cool.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna say it and then fuck it. If
Yeah,
I'm wrong.
yeah.
I feel like it would be cool to have a 9th level spell, summon like a horde of things that do like a thing, like a combined amount of damage within a turn, and then it ends. So I was thinking like it could be the same effect, but it's like an aura. So you like walk in, you can designate this town is under this spell effect Massacre, and like you can designate spirits or skeletons, and they run in, deal like 600 damage divided amongst targets, and then are gone.
That's awesome.
Just come in and cause a massacre, and they fuck off.
That's so cool.
So,
Oh my god.
I have no idea how the fuck a save would work with that.
That
but that's
makes sense
that's
too with
exactly
it
what I would
being
do.
kind of like divine. There's a lot of divine spells in Pathfinder that are like, here's this cool thing
Yeah.
your god gives you.
Yeah.
It's kind of what that angel that what they do to Sodom and Gomorrah when Lot's wife has look away and doesn't. Massacre.
Massacre.
Whoa.
Yeah.
They casted Massacre on the town.
Yeah.
On Sodom and Gomorrah. And then if you critical fail and you watch the Massacre, you turn to salt.
Oh god.
That's 2 times we've
Man,
brought that
God
up.
loves killing folks.
It's eventually going to be a part of like I really there's going to be a point after the baby break where I want to redesign this room a little bit, and I
Yes.
know I want to make a little
Emma.
podcast corner.
Yeah.
And have all of our like little jokes on. I want to have a pinworm, and if we keep talking about
Lot's-
goddamn
Lot's
Lot's wife,
wife,
we're gonna
yeah.
really put fucking Lot's wife
think,
on it.
Do you think that you could go to like one of those like Bible stores?
Yeah.
Like they'd have like a little.
Like Lot's wife,
A
or like
little statue?
No.
a salt lamp, and go.
Yeah.
That's Lot's wife.
That's lots of
A salt lamp.
Is that
We'll get Emma to carve a salt lamp.
Yeah.
A salt lamp
Yeah.
for us.
is that bad to ask? Like, you got one of those?
I don't think so.
You got one of those? They're like, get the fuck out of
Yeah,
here.
like, fuck off. There's more of that
I
story.
I just learned about it in my Bible study that I have every Monday.
Yeah, I just think about it now.
They're like cup of dust.
I'm so thirsty.
Do you have any water?
Wonder. So, for Massacre, you unleash a wave of death to snuff out the life force of those in its path.
That's cool.
The
Yeah.
path is a 60-foot line.
Oh, it's a
line.
line.
It's a
That's
line.
interesting.
Each
A
living
massacre line.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is my massacre line.
Each living creature of 17th level or lower in the line must attempt a Fortitude save. This is something I like and dislike about Pathfinder.
Wow.
The level thing.
The level thing.
That's interesting.
If the damage from Massacre reduces a creature to 0 hit points, that creature dies instantly.
Yeah.
That's
if
cool.
Massacre doesn't kill even a single creature, the void energy hungrily turns back toward you, dealing an additional 30 void damage
Fuck,
to
that's
every
cool.
living creature in the line, even those above 17th level, and 30 void damage to you.
So you can
God
become like a
damn
little
it!
bomb.
You what?
So you become like a little bomb.
Yeah.
That's so cool. The void energy turns back on you.
And then you explode. and then you hit damage on everyone regardless of level.
Yes.
So that could be like an intentional choice. You could be like,
Yeah.
the guys, this is our only option. I choose Massacre. Where's the line? Here. It hits nobody.
That's
So
wild.
on a success, a creature takes 9d6 void damage. On
Oh
a critical
my
success, they
God.
take nothing. On a failure, they take 100 void damage, and on
Wow.
a critical failure, they die.
Fuck,
That's
man,
cool.
That's
That's cool.
so cool.
That's very cool.
Yes. And then you can heighten it by 1 level because it's a 9th level spell, and they
Yeah.
take 10d6 on a success and 115 on a failure.
Maybe I get what the Pathfinder bros are like that. They're like, but
Like if you
But
ever
guys,
have you ever casted Massacre,
Massacre?
and it didn't do shit, and then you died?
And then you die, and
Yeah.
then you die.
man, that's very cool.
That's cool.
That's super cool.
That's very cool.
We were both kind of right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
You
vibes
could flavor
there.
it like that.
It was an
Yeah, actually, kind of.
Yeah.
AoE damage, but it also summoned fucking spirits that. The caveat was if they're upset, they'll go for you.
That's cool. That's cool, though. I fuck with that.
Man, that's awesome.
That's an essence.
Level 9 though.
Level 9.
You gotta be like what, level 17 to cast that?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah.
Sorry. Breathing's hard.
Oh, it's okay.
This one's called Shock the System.
Okay.
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 It's
Okay.
it's a 2 actions.
It's a quick hack.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a 7th level
Oh, open
spell.
the black wall.
Yeah.
Letting the rogue gay eyes.
Mm-hmm.
A 7th level spell. And the traditions are divine, occult, and primal.
And if
Okay.
the rogue AI don't get anybody, then they turn back on you.
Oh.
This sounds like a cyberpunk.
What's it called again?
Shock to the system.
Shock
Shock
to
to
the
the
system?
system?
Yes.
Oh, that's different.
I may have misspoke at the start.
Okay, shock.
What is it again? Primal?
Primal, occult, and divine.
Okay. Actions? 3?
2.
2.
7th level.
I think I know what it is.
Okay.
I'm going to say that it's a revival spell.
Ooh.
Oh, fuck. I should have asked if it was how many paragraphs?
2 and then an additional 2
Caveat.
sentences.
Saving throw?
Nope.
Because it's yourself. Yeah, it has to be like.
I didn't think about it. It's kind of like a death ward, but it's like a death. It's like preemptive.
Well, if it doesn't
that's
have,
interesting.
If it doesn't have a save, it could.
It has
so
a
it's either an
duration?
attack roll or it's a willing creature. Or self, but
But it also could have like a duration requirement.
it's really rare that a Pathfinder spell, in my experience, you can't affect only just yourself. If it is, it's like a transformation spell. So it's like you turn, your head into a gub or whatever it is,
Gug.
and a gug, but no, we looked this up. But you can cast it on other people.
What?
Because Pathfinder doesn't have self, as far as I
Oh,
understand.
I don't know.
It just
I
has.
don't- I don't
Most of the
think-
spells just say one target.
I don't think that was ever completely clarified. Jack was just like, you can just do that. I don't care.
I feel like that's how I. Read
I
it,
think
but
it's a revival spell.
Revival spell.
okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's a revival spell.
Shock the system.
And maybe if I'm being a little crazy, maybe there's like some kind of caveat where you could have cast it like preemptively. Like it's kind of like a failsafe. Like if something
Yeah.
happens, you get a shock to the system and you're
Yeah.
not killed or something.
That's pretty cool.
Get your pacemaker.
It's
Yeah.
pacemaker spell.
Yeah.
Nice. What's the level again?
7.
Oh fuck, it's 7.
Yeah.
No, well, if it's 7, I say it's both.
Okay.
It could be a huge fucking revival spell after a long time, and it could do that as a thing.
Okay, my shock to the system.
Or it topples a form of government.
There you go. That's it. It resets Congress.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody gets an ear piercing. I think
cast
that
Greater January 6th.
Oh, no.
Massacre.
Massacre.
they turn back on
No.
you. No. God damn it. Okay. My thought is that this spell is you cast it on yourself,
Okay.
and or another creature, whatever, and you take persistent lightning damage, but then every time somebody touches you or you attack them, they also take lightning damage.
Oh, that's cool.
That's
I
the
like
only
that a
thing
lot.
I can think of.
I like that a lot.
All right, would you like me to read it?
I would love you because whatever it is it's going to be cooler whenever
Yes.
I said.
So, a dense lightning cloud descends to fill the target's space,
Okay.
then fires a jolt of revitalizing lightning into the target. If the target is a corpse that died within the last round, the creature comes back to life with 0 hit points.
You were right.
Whoa.
And any effects and conditions it had when it died, except with the exception of dying, and its wounded condition increases by 1. The creature's initiative is right before yours.
That's cool.
Regardless of whether the creature came back to life or was already alive, it regains 88 hit points, and the bolt wakes it up as if it was unconscious. Wakes it up if it was unconscious.
That's cool.
For the duration of the spell, the target is supercharged, becomes quickened, and can use the extra action to stand, stride, strike, or fly if it has a fly speed.
That's cool.
In addition, it can cast fifth rank Thunderstrike as an innate spell at will using your spell DC.
That's
The
cool.
cloud that covered the creature remains until the end of the target's next turn. Any creature in the cloud is hidden, and anything outside the cloud is hidden to any creature inside the cloud.
Okay.
That just gave my system a shock because that just awoken something for me for like
Yeah.
a Pavlov thing.
Oh.
I don't know why I never thought about the fact that you could have someone else spellcast for you using your caster spellcasting modifier.
Oh my god,
I never
yeah.
thought about that.
Whoa.
That's a very insane thing to go, here you go.
Uh-huh.
I cast a spell on you, now you can cast a spell,
can do
but
that.
using my shit.
Holy shit. We were both kind of right again.
And it lasts for
then
a minute.
it went even harder than that.
Yeah.
A minute?
It lasts for a
Oh,
minute.
that's so you can go to combat and you know like, oh, we're really hurt. I'll just
Yeah.
cast shock to the system.
Yep.
And it will pick up people as they drop.
Fuck, that's so cool.
That's a cool spell.
God, that's so cool.
I think
Could you imagine that during the
unfortunately it only targets one creature.
That's still cool.
Yeah.
Just
But
like
you can
one.
have it preemptively.
It's a
Yes.
goddamn failsafe. The person
like,
drops, you're like, that's
"All
just
right,
better
fighter.
Death Ward.
Go over
I was
there.
about to say
It's way better Death
Yeah.
Ward.
it's a response to Revivify because if like when you guys were fighting Oral, like you
Yeah.
guys are like you can't cast Revivify because you're gonna come back at 1 hit point. It's not gonna be
Yeah.
worth it. This is like you get a bunch of hit points and you get more like you become empowered from the revive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Pathfinder doesn't have a lot of revival spells, and if you do have one, it's normally a very high level, but it's pretty cool. It does more stuff
I mean,
than just
neither
be
does
like.
D&D. D&D has like 3.
Yeah, but I think there aren't really
4,
any
5.
like revival spells until you have like rank 5 spells.
Yeah, that makes
Makes
sense.
sense.
You're not a third level cast or a third level character casting Revivify or Spare the Dying even.
Unfortunately, I kind of like that.
No?
Yeah, I think it's pretty common knowledge that most people push Revivify either off the board or move it to a 5th level spell.
Yeah.
And then bunts everything up like 2 levels.
Yeah, it's me. I'm the problem. It's me.
I think it's entirely valid.
This next spell is called Cataclysm. It's a 10th level spell,
Okay.
and the traditions are Arcane and Primal, and it is 2 actions to cast.
What level?
10.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Pathfinder
So
has
we just
10
went beyond
spells.
9.
How many paragraphs?
You got 1 paragraph, and then let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bullet points.
That means it does this, it does this, it does this,
Yes.
it does 7 different things.
Yeah.
Okay, well it's called Cataclysm.
Yeah.
It's 10th level. I don't see how this isn't exactly what I think it is, which is all right, you cast this 100-foot area, earthquake,
Yeah.
there's
That's
lava,
exactly what I was thinking.
storm.
Like, how is this not like just a spell that casts 7 spells that are like earthquake, tidal wave?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, so it's like this spell will then cast these spells in order, and it starts with earthquake or earth tremors, tidal
Basically,
wave,
but it has its own
tsunami.
effects. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that makes a lot of
Or
sense.
it's 10th level. Fuck it. It's like a mile. It's like 1 mile within you. There's just
Oh yeah,
meteors falling from the sky.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's whatever the fuck meteor swarm or like has, but you can be like that township cataclysm.
Yep.
So I guess Jake and I are going in together.
Okay.
We're saying you designate something within a mile.
Yep.
Okay.
And the way I'm going to interpret it and say it is that it's a spell you cast that then lines up several other spells to happen.
Yeah.
So it's like you'll have an earthquake, you'll have a firestorm,
Yeah.
you'll have an insect plague,
Okay.
you'll
Uh-huh.
have a
I feel-
fucking tsunami.
I
Yep.
feel like you guys are.
I send the pestilence and plague into your house.
Yeah,
into
the
your
fucking
bed, into your
frog
streets.
and the river of blood, and
Upon
then
your cattle.
anyone that survives but looks back, they turn to a pillar of salt.
Yep.
Mhm.
That's if that's not a part of the spell, I'm
the
upset.
last bullet point.
Is it really?
Yeah, pillar of salt.
Don't do this to me.
You know
It
how cool that?
actually is.
You know how cool that'd be if you're like, and all of that, everyone's now salt. It goes.
Yeah. But you were looking at it. You were a pillar of salt.
Fuck.
You know what? The negative energies turn on me, and I accept them. I accept them
The
because
salt
bomb.
demons.
So the range is 1,000 feet.
1,000 feet.
Well, not a
For-
mile.
Not a
for
mile.
a six-
Way closer to the cataclysm
Yeah.
that I want to be.
Yeah.
But
Way closer.
The area is a 60-foot burst, so 1,000 feet over there.
At 60
burst.
feet.
Okay, that's not bad.
Tiny cataclysm.
Tiny cataclysm.
Just a little cataclysm
small-
as a treat.
a small one. You call upon the unimaginable power of world-ending cataclysms, ripping a small piece of each cataclysm and combining them together into one horribly powerful attack.
Cool.
Yeah.
The following effects come down upon all creatures in the area.
Hurricane
Treat the
Katrina.
Yeah.
More like
Hurricane Tortilla.
Treat the resistances of creatures in the area as if they were 10 lower for the purposes of determining the cataclysm's damage.
That's insane.
Each creature attempts one basic reflex save that applies to all 5 types of damage. And then these are the types of damage that it does, or what it does.
Yeah.
Flesh dissolving acid rain deals
That's cool.
3d10 acid damage.
That's cool.
Okay, I thought you were going to say flesh damage.
Flesh damage.
Yeah. Meat damage.
Meat damage?
Oh! I don't think they have that, but they should.
Dang. Meat damage, brain damage.
A roaring earthquake shakes and bludgeons creatures on the ground, dealing 3d10 bludgeoning damage.
That's cool.
A blast of freezing wind deals 3d10 cold damage. Incredible lightning lashes the area, dealing 3d10 electricity damage. Beating wind turn across the sky, dealing 3d10 bludgeoning damage to creatures flying in the area. An instant tsunami sweeps over creatures in the area, dealing 3d10 bludgeoning damage. Double for creatures swimming in the area. And then a massive wildfire burns in a sudden inferno,
cool.
dealing 3d10 fire damage.
That's cool.
Thus say the Lord, thus say the Lord. That's
So-
insane. That's insanely cool.
6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21 d10 damage,
Wow.
I think that's how math works.
Nah, I'd win.
I think it's a little less than I expected a 10th level spell to be.
Yeah.
It's just
But
that it does all of it at the
It's
same
also
time.
1,000 feet away.
Yeah.
So that's crazy to essentially go, I have a sniper rifle.
I think the idea for the spell isn't like you cast this on a boss to kill it. It's like what you said. That township over there destroyed.
Yeah.
You can take something off the map with
yeah,
this.
That's cool.
If you're playing a fun like little war game or something.
Oh,
That'd be really cool.
a fun little war game with a 10th level spell.
With the
Or couldn't you show up on like an enemy encampment? You're like,
Kingmaker.
Yeah.
See?
your horses, your boats, your shit, they're gone.
All of it.
Everything. Fuck you.
I capsize every boat.
Yeah. God, that's so
I
cool.
burn every tent, kill every man, woman, and child. They're all gone. You're like, ooh.
I'm gonna cast the Holy Ghost.
It's a fortitude save of 22, but
Unless you've got Lamb's Blood above your door.
Lamb's blood above your door. You just succeed.
But you better not be looking.
Yeah, you look.
Don't
Ooh,
look
pillar
out
of salt.
the window. Ooh, pillar of salt.
Ooh, the fucking negative forces take over you. You pick up salt.
This is really is the difference. The D&D spells are like, a little the Hobbit music. It's like, oh, fantasy, witch bolt, fire bolt. And me playing Skyrim, lightning from hand. And then Pathfinder is fucking Job getting his like 10th punishment, and he's like, please, and he's like, I cast measles upon skin. I cast 1 billion locusts. I cast.
Man, poor Job. What
I
did he
cast
fucking do?
kill the firstborn.
Yeah. End of your line.
I cast end of line. It does nothing to you, but
everything to everyone else.
Killed.
The target's won because everyone else dies.
And they're put in the ground with a tombstone, and I can put whatever I want on the tombstone.
Should have looked back, bitch.
Oh, fuck.
Okay, this one's called Hags Fruit.
Hags Fruit?
I love that.
Come on, low level.
The word polyps in it, that's all I know.
Occult and primal spell.
You gain 1d100 polyps. For every polyp, you take 1 acid damage every
Ew.
time you
roll
start
around.
your turn.
You say
Yeah.
polyp damage?
Yep.
Yeah. I'm telling you that I'm telling you that polyps in that spell's like description.
That
somewhere.
It's not.
that is what I think
It's
it is.
not in there.
That's what I think it is.
I'm looking over it. It's not.
I'm ready.
You just want to know what it does?
No, I know already what it does.
Oh,
go.
What does it do?
You just unfortunately grow like a little fruit on you,
Uh-huh.
and then you can eat it.
Yeah.
And it will fucking give you health back.
I feel like you're right. I feel like
Yeah.
you're right about that.
Hags Fruit
It's gonna
cannot
grow
do
out of
anything
you.
more than, or you could cast on someone else, and then they grow the fruit, and you eat that off them.
Could you imagine? Whoop. Apple out of your head. And that's to help you. And you're like, stop doing this to me. Fucking knock it off.
It's so embarrassing.
It's so. Stop growing fruit
Cadman
on
and
me,
Anastasia
dude.
are having a nice moment, and then a fucking apple grows out of Anastasia's forehead. And Cadman's
Ew.
like,
That's kind of like FLCL, another anime that I watch.
awesome.
It's very cool. Actually makes zero sense.
So for Hags Fruit,
Go on.
it takes a minute to cast.
Okay.
Yeah, because you're the
And
kids to grow
You
it.
have to target one non-magical fruit.
Oh, you have to target fruit.
You have to target
Well,
One-
I don't know if I quite count myself as magical, but I am a fruit. Yeah.
up to the DM.
I
Whether
understand.
it'll work.
Understand.
You imbue a single piece of fruit with a curse that leaves its victims in a magical sleep.
Haha.
The first person to eat the fruit within the spell's duration
Dumb.
is subject to the curse of slumber. Using your spell DC.
It's really funny you cast this in combat.
Yeah. Guys, give me 1 minute. Give me 1 minute, and I can make them.
What's this?
The curse of slumber. And
True Love's Kiss wakes him up.
no. I don't
Damn
think
it.
So
I don't know. That would be funny.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Can you, GM,
Uh-huh.
could I cast this on like fruit juice? It does juicing the fruit count as a magical thing?
This is like hot dog sandwich situation.
No, but I'd let you bake it into a pie.
Ooh.
I need it to be liquid.
You need to be liquid.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
because I want to cast a spell, Cup of Dust, to have them like want to drink it, and they drink it and then they go to sleep,
Oh, there you go.
Oh.
and then they die every hour on there.
You know,
There-
that's
that's
clever.
a
I'll
horrible
allow,
way to
I'll
die.
allow,
That's
I'll
really
allow.
funny.
Yeah, cool,
That's
cool.
clever. So.
Because if you
Pure-
don't, I'm just cast Cataclysm.
A puree.
Oh, okay. Okay. Calm
DM, I
down.
massacre myself.
Yeah, I shoot that line out.
Yeah, I point up.
Yeah, I point up.
Demons,
Straight
come on.
back down.
Yeah, demons, come here.
There's one bird that passes through.
Oh.
No!
So the effect is you fall asleep for 1 round or permanently on a critical failure and seem to be dead.
Permanently.
A creature must succeed a DC 30 medicine check to realize that you're alive. Noise doesn't awaken you, but taking damage gives you a new saving throw against the curse.
But you can't. But you would die anyways.
Yeah.
You would die. You would.
Yeah,
you
you're
would
like,
die.
oh, here, eat this fruit. And
Yeah,
then...
Yeah, and then you would die
everyone
like a
thinks
couple
they're-
of days later.
Yeah.
You
No,
know,
they'd bury you.
Or they just
wow.
fucking bury you. They're like, oh, Billy died.
Bury him.
Bury him. Put him against a tree.
Yeah, or in
See
case
ya.
of our
See
Billy,
ya,
we just put him up
bitch.
against the tree.
Yeah.
All right.
He's all
Is this our last one?
sunburnt.
Yeah.
Or is it not?
Well, we don't have very much time left.
We don't. We could speed around some questions and do the rest in the bonus episode.
Well, I'm getting to the less cool ones.
The less cool ones.
Yeah.
Why'd you say that? What if they're the coolest ones?
Okay, this one's called Bottomless Stomach. Do you know this one?
I do know this one.
Oh,
Wait. No,
I
I'm
thought
thinking
yours-
of the one Aserphis has. That's Iron Gut.
yeah.
And also Cayman has that.
Oh well.
Both my characters can,
Yeah.
eat. And just something I always have to have with a character. I just
Yeah.
got to be able to go.
Oh.
It's mine.
Harlow, get in there.
I think you need this one in Pathfinder.
Okay, what do you want? Do you want to do this or do you want to do questions?
Let's just finish out with this,
Okay.
and then we can do questions in the bonus, and you guys could come join
We
us.
won't because those are the YouTube questions.
Oh, well,
So we'll do them next week.
we'll do them next week,
That works out.
and maybe we'll have all of the
packages.
TikTok shop stuff.
Whoa.
It's all supposed to be here by Friday, so
There we go.
Fine, dude. It's
and
quick.
if it's not, I'm leaving a bad review.
Yeah, and everyone.
Oh,
The
we'll
worst
take 'em
review.
down.
I'll go to
Yeah.
all
Take
of
them down.
Yeah, I'll
Be like-
cast fucking cup of dust
Cup
on
of
them.
dirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey everybody,
Cup of
I
dust.
got cup of dust casted on me,
Yeah.
and I am having a really bad time.
Okay.
I got this thing off fucking
I'm
TikTok
also-
shop.
if
It's
only
just a
I got
hag
those
fruit.
pickles.
He's hacked through.
I fall asleep forever.
Yeah.
I fall asleep forever. I have unquenchable thirst.
Dang.
Then forces are knocking at my door.
Yeah.
They keep texting me about trying to stop something I don't know about.
Okay. This one is called Bottomless Stomach. It takes 3 actions to cast.
Why?
It's a level 3 spell.
It's gonna happen.
I think it's similar to Iron Gut. I think this one is your stomach becomes like a bag of holding.
Sorry, what level is it?
3.
But it's only like an hour.
The duration is an hour.
It's an hour. It's like Iron Gut, but instead it's like Bottomless Stomach is. So the thing about Iron Gut is that it turns your esophagus and stomach to elastic, so you can put like a sword in there,
things in it,
and it won't hurt you.
Yeah.
And then you have to spit it out. I don't think this does that. I think it like whatever you eat, just it goes into an extra dimensional space. So you still have to eat it. You can't be like, I can't be like, oh, a sword. You can be like some gems or gold. You can be like, nom, nom, nom.
I'm going to say the same thing, but I'm going to add one little addendum.
Okay.
But it's a spell used like Trojan Horse, where the spell has a caveat that your allies have to then get in your mouth so you can walk into a party as like 1, and then you go bleh, and then you're actually 7.
That's awesome.
That's my guess. It's mainly... So if the spell's kind of that, but also primarily built on getting into balls, because you only have one invite. If not, then I fail my quest.
That's amazing.
Okay. You create a shimmering extra-dimensional space accessible from the target's mouth. You have to target one willing creature. The space can hold objects.
Wait. It doesn't have to be it can be anybody.
It could be anyone as long as they're willing. Wow.
Open up. Boop.
Yep. The space can... Oh, my God. The space can hold objects and equipment up to the total of 10 bulk. I don't really know how bulk works in Pathfinder.
Unfortunately, we do not use it.
It's like 10. It's
so
like 10 load.
So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how much that is. If it's a lot or not.
I know that it is similar to the way that I do load.
Oh.
And I was going to call it bulk, but Pathfinder uses that.
10 pounds.
The extra
10-ish pounds.
The extra dimensional storage doesn't hamper the target's ability to eat, drink, speak, speak or otherwise act as it only opens and closes when the target chooses. So you can still talk, eat.
Okay.
Nothing's going to spew out. The target can interact to swallow an object of up to 1 bulk, which doesn't harm the object or the target.
Okay.
If the extra dimensional space is full, the target can't add any more objects until first removing 1 or more stored objects.
Yeah.
Organic matter and living creatures cannot be stored in this space.
Man, that's cool. Oh, organic matter. So you can't
put your homies
pool
in.
full of liquor. I'm going to dive in.
No.
Damn
The
it.
extra dimensional storage is obvious to any creature who looks into the target's mouth as the entryway shimmers slightly, though it doesn't clearly reveal the contents inside. The target can interact to
Snake?
The target can interact.
Old snake throat.
The target can interact to spit out a single object of its choice, causing the object to fall to the ground in the target's space. The target can interact 3 times in a row to spit out the entire contents of the extra-dimensional storage. The target doesn't have to take these actions all in the same turn, but it takes any other actions in between. It has to start over.
I'm sorry, guys. I have no gag reflex.
Yeah.
Why can you doing it?
The items eject to the target space, possibly spilling out into adjacent spaces if it's too much to fit. And then when the target ends or the target...
This is what I wanted to know.
When the spell ends or the target falls unconscious, the contents of the extra-dimensional space are disgorged in a riotous spew, landing in the nearest unoccupied space, a bit wet, but otherwise unharmed.
A bit wet.
A wee bit wet.
Yeah.
And then you can heighten it to 5th level, and the duration increases to 8 hours.
That's how Iron Gut works. I
That's cool.
can make it last like 8 hours.
That's cool.
If I upcast it. That's awesome.
Yeah.
The
That's
tomfoolery
so awesome.
you could do with that's not good.
I guess it makes sense that you can't put an organic object in there, but whatever.
Okay. You can put a lot of stuff in here. I looked it up, and it says, as a general rule, an item that weighs 5 to 10 pounds is 1 bulk.
Oh, wow. Oh, lamp oil. Rope.
Bombs? I was actually thinking about a bomb.
A bomb. Grenades.
You can imagine someone going, hey, there's a grenade. It's gone. It's gone. And it could explode inside the external space. And it's fine.
Yeah, you'd... Oh, my God. That's amazing. Holy shit, that's the way you should use that.
But you will fucking Looney Tunes burp a bunch of smoke when it
Oh,
wins.
yeah.
So
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like,
yeah. Somebody's got like a detonator. You just go, "Oop."
yeah, mine.
Yeah, no. Yeah, nope. Yep.
Sorry.
The arcane focus. Oop. Sword. Oop. You just fucking
You grab the guy.
You could put up to like 100
My
pounds
shit.
of stuff inside.
100 pounds. You like, I found the safe.
Yeah. No.
I'm the greatest thief ever known. Could you imagine? Yeah, you get to the treasure hoard, and then your fucking wizard is just like, "Oh, I can carry all of it." Oh, you got like a bag of holding or
Nope.
something? And they're just fucking vacuuming with their mouth. That's so insane.
Nope.
Wow, those were some awesome spells.
This was a lot of fun. Thank you for doing that.
I really loved this. This was I fucking love Path. I'm gonna make some videos about this. I have an upcoming video I'm gonna make about spells, and I want to talk about them because they're really fun. So, anyways, you guys want to watch some more? We're gonna hang out in the bonus episode. Come join members, $10 tier. You can hang out with us for a little more. And if you aren't a member and you want to join, you'll get a whole backlog of bonus episodes that we've recorded all this past year. So thank you for watching. Thanks for supporting us. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.